Earth Day is founded in the United States by a gentleman who saw a huge oil spill and decided to do something about it.
And he set aside this day, and it became a day where people were mobilized to participate in improving their environment in some way, whether it was physically going out and picking up trash, whether it was handing out pamphlets of information about the environment, whether it was going to some big gathering or festival or community rally. And on that first Earth Day, 20 million Americans participated.
So what it proves is that one person can stand up and take action. So councillors, the challenge is with you. Management plans are a legal requirement now in every company and every council. So the question is, does the city of Mutare have a waste management plan?
And I used to be a mining engineer. I worked for a brick company and I helped them mine materials. And you would think, like, mining companies, they don't care about the environment. But the actual thing was, we had to spend a lot of time making sure we did not waste our resources. We had to recycle the resources. And in fact, one of the biggest reasons why was it saved money. And it's not just, it was not just about, being for the environment, but it also had an economic standpoint as well. You could say to your boss, I've saved you money by reusing these materials.
We have found some difficulty in trying to recycle. We've got so many car bodies that would want recycled, but then due to transport problems, it's unattractive for the current loan foundries, which are found around Pek and Kwero, for them to ferry car bodies from here to Harare.
I know the expense is huge, and one of the proposals is why aren't you looking at a partnership with private sector or a private sector company to extract energy from the landfill site? So,
but the problems that we are facing is that we don't seem to be working very well with them, and we don't seem to understand what they want, and they don't seem to understand what we want. And the problems that are in existence really would require some turn on both parties to bridge the gap, because sometimes we find ourselves fined, we complain bitterly because there are acts that have been made, some of which we are not aware of.
For us, we have the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, and for us, it's actually more effective rather than the EPA coming down to people and saying, you should do this, you shouldn't do this, whatever. It's more effective sometimes to just have, we have a system with tax credits or with subsidies where you give people a financial incentive. You say, okay, your business, your tax, say the tariff is 10%. And they say, but if you implement these types of programs, we can cut your tax responsibility by half.
We work with the Business Council for Sustainable Development in Zimbabwe, and they are also complaining that EMA are coming down and just wanting money. Yes. And they're not wanting anything else. And they're not offering anything else. We have personally taken this up with EMA, and we're asking them to look at incentives, exactly what Omar was talking about.
We are very open, and we invite any expertise that may be available to assist us confirm our options. But the golden fact that you have said, that involve the communities, we believe that for sustainability, let's involve the communities. We have found it working better that way.
Work with the community in Sakuba. together with Environment Africa and other organizations to trying to sustain the community. They're doing whatever for themselves, especially tree planting, cleaning up the areas.
Currently finalizing the project proposal that we want to submit to Council Western Zimbabwe. It's on recycling food waste, that's from the Sakuba market. Currently working with schools in Zimbabwe. So the idea is like to take that waste from the Sakuba market and recycle it, composting it, bagging it, and probably selling it to farmers around.
I would like to thank you for the presentations, for the time, the commitment that you have put, and also the issue of recognizing us as a local authority that has to understand some of these issues on the environment.
I think to me, and maybe to the rest of Kansas, or to, I don't know, our technocrats, that idea, the moving of the dam site was just moving it from where to where and putting somewhere, just dumping everything, not even separating. That was my thinking. But I would like to say your lecture that you've given us today, to us it's an eye-opener, because the recycling issue was not actually within us. But then I think this should not just end here, maybe take us further.